Good day and welcome to JJM Leadership Foundation podcast. We hope to empower you to your greatness. Meet our guest in the next podcast. See you on the other.
JJM Leadership Foundation. JJM Leadership Foundation. JJM Leadership. JJM Leadership. JJM Leadership Foundation.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us in this live podcast episode. I am Bernard Kelvin Clive. Yeah, thanks JJ Leadership Foundation for inviting me as a guest to be on your podcast. I'm grateful. Listeners, as you watch and listen, don't forget to leave us a comment, live comment. If you have questions, just leave us your question, your concerns, and we will be happy to address all of that during the course of this episode. I'm Bernard Kelvin Clive, an author and speaker. This is my latest book, On Becoming an Authority. I'm going to share some few things from the book with you on brand leadership and what you need to do to position yourself as a brand, as a leader in your field, and become the go-to person. Is very critical in this age. Over the past decade, I've written over 50 books on various fields of branding, personal development, and all that to help brands and individuals to do well in whatever field they find themselves to be in regarding brands and business. And you can find my podcast as well to just go to iTunes, search for Bernard Kelvin Clive, and find other episodes I've been on my podcast. So go to my website, www.bkc.name, and you can find out the resources available, the freebies, the goodies, and all that. Go to bkc.name. And if you want access to my books too, you can go to amazon.com/author/Bernard Kelvin. Or but just search Bernard Kelvin Clive on Amazon, get all uh, access to my books on Amazon. Get copies for yourself and your friends. And if you have any questions too, just shoot me an email info@bkc.name. That's info at bkc.name, bkc.name. Shoot me an email or visit my website, go to the contact page. Let's know how this episode is going to be as help you or as helping you as you leave comments and you share things with us too. So let's get started. Bernard Kelvin Clive here, and we look at brand leadership. What uh, CEOs, entrepreneurs must do to position their brands, especially as leaders in their field, to become the go-to persons to promote their pieces in their brands. A number of things I want to discuss with us on this episode, and JJ Foundation also want us to discuss brand leadership. We look at how brands. To begin with, let's look at what is a brand or what is a brand. A brand, all of us have ideas what a brand is: an image, a reputation, a logo, colors. All these are facets of brands. But I define branding as the ability to constantly create a perception in the mind of your audience or market that there's no product or service like yours that meet their needs and wants. So it's the ability to constantly create what a perception in the minds of the market or the audience that there's no product or service like yours which meet their needs and wants. So when you do that constantly, it becomes something. You become the go-to person. They associate your name, your face, your identity with that kind of solution you are providing. So that is branding. It's not one-off thing. It's consistent effort and things you need to do constantly so that you can create a perception in the mind of the market that you are the go-to person, that JJ is the go-to person in leadership, that you are. That is what you must do. You're going to walk. I'm going to walk us through how, as a leader, or you use your brand to create this awareness to impact the lives of people and influence their life positively and help them providing solutions. So that's the essence. So, as a leader, you're not you're not there to be healed and to be praised. You're here to solve a problem, to meet the needs, to impact the lives of people. So how do you do that with your brand as a CEO, as a head of an organization? What must you do? So the very first thing you need to do to position yourself as a leader, a thought leader in your field, especially it begins with your purpose, your why, which is very fundamental and very critical because why you do what you do is more important than what you do. Hope you're following. If you have questions, don't forget to leave us comments. So the reason for being a leader should drive you, not just because okay, and normally we don't talk about political leadership. Okay, you want the money, you want all that, but as a leader in an organization, institution, as a brand, as a CEO, SME, your role is to grow the company. Your role, your position is to help provide solutions to people by virtue of the service and the product you're providing. So if this is not well explained and you don't understand your role, your position as a leader, you'll be just doing the wrong things and thinking you're doing right things. So your why needs to be clarified. That's why company has gone mission statement, vision statement. What do you stand for as an organization, as a leader? What do you stand? What is your role? Your personal mission statement should be congruent with that of the company. So I tell leaders that if even you are being hired to become the CEO of an organization as a leader, and your life purpose, your personal values is not in line with that of the organization institution, you better not take that offer. Your personal mission statement should be in line with that of the organization and the business, so that you can drive the same values, the same goals. If not, the company stand for one thing and you stand for another thing, two different things. They will always be complex. So your why needs to be crystal clear. I stand for this. I believe the organization is also impacting lives, believe in this. So this what together we believe in it, and we're going to help people with that. We're going to provide solution by the product you are providing or by the service you want to provide. Your why needs to be clear. That's the purpose for your brand, the purpose for your brand leadership, the purpose for your thought leadership. Why I want to do this. Once it's crystal clear, then you move on to the second stage of building that thought leadership of the brand as a leader. So the next is content. What kind of information or what kind of product or service are you churning out? That is your content. It said that content is king in this age. Yeah, it's king, but we talk about relevant, timely content. So content here represents everything that the brand produce in terms of products and services. That's your content. What are you providing? What is the value that you want to provide? Even if it's social media, what value? What kind of content? Is it timely? Is it relevant? Does it meet the need of your audience or the market? Does it solve their problem? That is your content. So your content needs to be quality and timely. You might have a quality content, but if the time is not right, it's not going to help. So you might have a great service, but in terms of what that service might not be needed. So whatever you're providing, that content needs to be quality and timely. So what content? That's a brand, that's a leader. What information? So content also here represent what kind of information do you want to give out? What kind of things you are packaging? So critical thing, once you identify the purpose, your why for your brand leadership for the organization and institution, the next is content. What are we giving out? What kind of value do you want to package as a leader? What are you giving out? Okay, if it's a book, what kind of content are you producing? What solution do you want to provide? What needs are you meeting? So the second most important thing here is your content. The content, your message is very important. Your products, these are all part of the content. And the third thing you need to do, once your purpose is right, your why is why, your content, the next your conduits or what are your channels. Where and how do I get this message, this product, this service to the right audience? So that's the second C. The first is content, the second is conduit or channel. So depending on the audience that you want to meet, you want to help with your product, your service, your brand, sometimes that help you to choose the right channel. Okay, they might not be on social media, they might be in your local community. So if you're providing shoes for people a certain age or certain age brackets, demographics, they might be in your locality. They might not be online. So you choose your channels. Okay, I'm going to use retail outlet shops in South Africa. I'm going to use that. You find the content to meet the audience needs because you can't use it's not one size fits all. As I keep saying, the brands are like shoes, one size and type doesn't fit all. It can be different sizes and styles. So where your audience are, where your markets are, determines what kind of channel you need to use. Even if they're on social media, are they on TikTok? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Facebook? Are they on WhatsApp? Where do your market, the audience congregate? Once you find that your message, then use the right conduit, the right channel. Okay, they are offline. They are in locality. So I'm going to meet local assemblies. I'm going to go do door to door. This way I can find my audience. So I choose my channels appropriately. Okay, my audience would like certain kind of packages. So I do that for them. So online products and services are different for those offline as well. So content, conduit, your channel. Once you find out and move on in the third phase of brand leadership, to let your thought leadership stick and take, you need to be consistent. You don't start one thing, you produce one product, the next week, the next month, you change the packaging, you change the style, you change the channel, and the audience, your market are confused. What does the president represent? What does this company represent? What does this leader represent? What does he stand for? Because if you are not consistent, your message will not stick with your audience or your market, your products. So you don't keep on changing product packaging just because you feel like or you think no. It confuses the market. It can't stick. They can't identify the brand. They can't associate. They can't put a face to it. So once you have a crystal clear content and you choose the right channel, the content, you need to be consistent, constantly delivering on your brand promise. Constantly for all these years, Coca-Cola has been constant in delivering happiness through their products. Constant. What message is your company delivering? What's your brand voice? How are you reaching out to your market? Which channels are you consistent? So you begin to think of other products, other leaders in the market. Have they been consistent all these years by virtue of one, their message to their channels, their content, and then their message, the quality of the content. Consistency is very critical to create believability in brands. Think of it. Consistent. Constant deliver on your brand promise. You promise them, you deliver your packaging, everything. Constantly delivering on the brand promise. With it, you are sending the right message, you are becoming the market leader, you're helping them. Then you move on the next phase of it. Once you have crystal content, which is quality, choosing the right channel, the medium. Okay, they're online, they're offline, and being consistent in all these approach, this providing all this and all this. What you need to do now is get what I call feedback, callbacks. So find out for your market, how is my product helping? I've been doing it for the past 3 months. How is this product helping? I said this product is going to do X, Y, Z. Is it doing that? My service, I said I'm going to provide this in this. Am I doing that? Get feedbacks. I said that feedbacks are ways brands can look back. Are you following? So feedback. So once you are crystal, you are providing quality content. You are choosing the right content and channel. You are consistent. You get the calls, get messages by callback, feedbacks into the loop. What I've been providing for the past days, weeks, months, and years, are they incongruent? Do they meet the needs of the market? Get feedbacks. So great brands listen, learn, and leverage. You listen, you learn, and leverage. So the last part of this is getting feedbacks. How has it been all this while? JJ Media Foundation, how has our podcast been all this while? Give us episodes, leave us comments right now. Has it been helpful? Let us know what we are doing right or what you want us to correct. So when you listen, it helps you even to create new line of products and services. So brands that listen thrive. They do exploit. So listen to your audience, listen to your subordinates, listen to your superiors. So you listen to at every level, you put your ears to the ground. You don't just produce products and services and just leave and think, oh, you are all that. You listen for feedback, ask them how, what should we do better, how is it helping? Listen. When you listen, you go back to the table. Some, all the feedbacks, all of the feedbacks not going to be, exciting. They're all not going to be so great. Some will come challenge even your brand. Some will come question you. Some will come criticizing you. But take all in a good faith. Filter all the message that come in through the right channels. Think through, okay, I'll pick this are right. Okay, we can adjust this of our product. Our company can do this. Our CEO need to adjust this. Ways. Okay, then we come back again and we produce quality service, product, content to help the market. When you do this consistently, you see the cycle continues. It doesn't stop anywhere. You keep doing producing all this channel. Sometimes the channel may even expand and go to new channels. The market may expand and go to new markets. And all this you put your ears to your lesson, provide quality content. Your product is helping them. The cycle continues. You keep on doing this, the loop over and over again. You stay top of mind because you are consistent. Every great brand comes at top of mind. Think of your favorite brand or favorite leader in any field. They are always producing what content, quality products, services, packaging, everything. Every aspect of the business is top of mind. So when you do all this, you know that your brand, you are on top of mind, you establish your expertise, you're becoming a go-to person, you're taking feedbacks, you're taking things, you're refining, you're reshaping. Sometimes what stops leaders is that there's a curve, a good curve in brand and building. That when you get to the second stage and you think that you've arrived, you start rotting. So never think that you've arrived, yeah, you're the best. There are new brands, new leaders, new product, new service, in the market every now and then. The noise is being amplified daily. So when you think you've arrived, I'm the best product or the best CEO in the organization, you start rotting because you are not innovating, you are not growing, you're not developing, you're not listening to the market, looking for new trends. If you don't do any of these things, your brand will start dying. So at this level, when you're getting feedbacks, the things you need to put in place that I mentioned. One, innovate. Brands that don't innovate die. So as a leader, start innovating. What new media is in that I can try to utilize now? What are the new approaches now? AI is driving change in every aspect of business, every aspect of brand. AI, pay attention to the new thing that's happening in the market. Don't sit back and thinking, okay, I'm okay. Just like the old story that we know about Kodak, about Nokia. When the time was right for them to innovate, they refused. So as a leader, as you're listening to us now, think of it. Have I been stagnant for the past years? I've not been learning, I've not been innovating. It means that you're on the verge of collapsing. You're on the verge of losing your brand identity in the market. Because if you don't stay consistent in your face, try to innovate, bring in new product, new services, new ways, new packaging, new things, you fade out. So very critical that at this level, at this stage of your brand, when you're being consistent, as you listen for feedback, you begin to innovate, begin putting the new thing there your market is suggesting, the trends, what is happening, how do I position myself, how do I prepare myself for the future as an organization, what is happening in the market. See, if you don't listen, if you don't learn, you will die. But let me put it bluntly, your brand will fade out because you don't know what is happening. So sometimes the only change is to listen. When you listen, you innovate, you come back to the cycle again, you become produce quality content, products and services, producing quality product services, produce quality product service. You move on. Constant. What are channels? What are the new medium? What are the channels? Where even your offline? How do I access them? How do I reach them? You are doing this all consistently, repackaging, rebranding when is the need. When you do this, you become top of mind. When you think of a brand leader, think of you leader in the market. Any brand, any product is a leader in the market are, are innovative brands. The leaders listen, they engage members, they listen, they learn, they leverage, they stay top, they stay miles ahead of the generations because they listen, they get feedbacks, and they prepare. They utilize technology, they utilize feedback. So these are the things you need to do. So hey, don't forget to leave us comments, your questions. Now to recap, we are talking about becoming a thought leader as a brand, as an organization, institution, what do you need to do as a CEO? What are the things you need to do? And the first thing we mentioned that you need to start with your why. You need to be crystal clear of why you're in business, why you need to become the go-to brand, why you want to lead the next generation, why you leading innovation, why crystal. The first C. Once your why is crystal clear, we move on the second phase, which is content. The content here represents the information you want to give out as a leader. What kind of information? What do you stand for? As a company, what do you stand for? So the content represent your information, your product, your services, and even if you're going on social media, what kind of content do you want to share? Exciting, entertaining, innovative. What kind of content, and how do you use that? Then you find out the next is your channel, your conduit. You are crystal clear of your message, what you stand for, what you want to reach. The next says that you're providing quality content in terms of products and services. And then you find out who are my audience. That is my audience, your content, your channels. Where do I reach them? Okay, I want to use social media. I want to use offline approach. I want to use television. I want to use newspapers. These are ways I can reach my market. So you reach them with the right message and with the right channel. If not, you might have the right products and the right services, but you are missing your audience because you don't know the right conduit to use. Once you find the right channel to reach your audience, your market, your product and service, and your brand, the next you need to do to stay consistent. So consistently delivering quality products and services. Your packaging, constantly doing that, staying consistent in all that, you become the market leader. Then next you need to do is once you call back, get feedbacks. So your feedback from the market and what I've been providing, producing is a help. And when you get a feedback from them, feed even the loop again. What have I been doing wrong? What have I been doing right? What are they complimenting? What are they criticizing the brand for? What are they doing? Then you repackage. And I mentioned great brands listen, learn, and leverage. When you listen and learn and leverage, you can come back to the field and innovate so that you don't die and fade out like Nokia and Kodak and all that when you refuse to innovate. So as a brand, as a leader, when you listen to the market, when you listen, you put your ears to the ground and begin to put in tools and measures to help you innovate. You stay top of mind every now and then because you are listening, you are innovating, you are helping the market. And once you're providing needs and solving problems, they always come back to you. So these are the things you need to do as a brand to stay top of mind and lead change by innovation, quality products, and so never compromise on any of these things. Never think you've arrived. Consistently providing quality, solve their problem, meet their need, wow your audience, wow the market is this product, they are doing well. This leader is leading innovation. So these are the things you need to do to stay top of mind. And again, my name is Bernard Kelvin Clive, Amazon best-selling author over 50 published books. All my books are available on Amazon. You just go to amazon.com/author/Bernard Kelvin. Or at best, just go to amazon.com, search for Bernard Kelvin Clive, and all my books on branding and thought leadership can be accessed. Just buy them, copies for your friend. And if you also want to follow me on digital media, just go to facebook.com/Bernard Kelvin and you go to twitter.com/Bernard Kelvin. That's at Bernard Kelvin. Instagram at Bernard Kelvin Clive. And my website is bkc.name. That's bkc.name. Just go to my website. I have some courses. You want to access the courses, some ebooks, some products, some podcasts. There are a lot of content on my website. Just go to bkc.name and then get access to all of the subscribe to my podcast as well to on Amazon, on iTunes. Go to iTunes, search for Bernard Kelvin Clive, personal brand new Bernard Kelvin Clive, and let me know. So let us know how this episode is helping you. Yeah, leave me a comment. I'm going to read, going to respond to all your needs, and let JJ Media Foundation know how we with you with all this thing. So again, ready for your questions and comments in the box. We're going to help you resolve this. And again, let me share this. This is my latest book on becoming an authority. It's available on Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon and get the ebook or the paperback version and get copies. Let me know how this episode is helping you or establish yourself as a leader in the market field so that you don't fade out. You stand out at every point in time, becoming consistent, providing quality content, and helping people solving problems. Again, the key is delivering value, constantly delivering value. If you do this, you stay top of mind. So never, never, never go without delivering value. I wish you the best and stay in touch.